Today we're going to do an eye round in the oven. It's a snowstorm and it's a perfect day to turn your oven on to heat up your home, to make it feel cozy. Eye round is a great comfort food. We're going to have it with potatoes, season it with garlic, salt, pepper, and a little bit of onion soup mix. Just make it really delicious. And some celery. I got some fresh celery at Aldi that we're going to take out of the fridge. But first, before we get cooking, smash on that subscribe word, tap on that bell, give this video a big thumbs up. We're getting the table set. David likes to do it ahead of time for dinner. I don't know if Jacqueline will join us or not. Not a big fan of beef. Very, very picky child. And we're going to take it into the kitchen and we're going to prep an eye round. How many potatoes do you usually prep for the eye round?
I think 3 for one per person. I always count them 1 per person.
David is prepping dinner tonight. We like to take turns on the weekends. During the week we take turns. I also jot things down that I give them to him so he can add them to the list that he has. Getting the chopping board. He doesn't normally use a peeler. What he does is he cuts very close to the edge and cuts off the peel. I'm going to be using the McCormick's bag and season, not a sponsor. This is a great way to go to get your meat seasoned perfectly. We'll also add in our own pepper and garlic and some onion soup mix. David is getting the potatoes ready for the bag.
Gotta open that.
And then he took out the celery. And then I'm going to cut the end off and then wrap it in paper towels when we store it back in the fridge so it stays fresh. David's going to cut the celery for the bag. Do you usually do it about a ½ an inch or an inch thick?
Yeah, like about there. How's that?
About a ½ inch. I pre-prepped it for him because I didn't cut the ends off and I usually do. Sometimes I get kind of lazy and forget. David's a big fan of celery. It smells so fresh, like it just came out of the garden. That is about 4, maybe 4.5 stalks that we're cutting too. And we don't use carrots in our mixtures with the vegetables with this because nobody eats. He's got the bag ready and he's going to throw it in. This is a real easy dump and go meal. He likes to sneak the celery. It's a nice snack. My kids like it with peanut butter. Sometimes raisins. It's the old-fashioned ants on a log.
Okay.
Now he's going to do the potatoes, and he's going to slice the peels as close to the edge as possible. Going right into the bag, and you just heard him say he likes them nice and thin so they cook. And he's doing the second potato, and you're going to repeat the process until all the potatoes are ready for the bag. In goes the second potato after he gives it a quick rinse. We're building our eye round for the oven bag, and it's going to cook in this casserole dish. What is the temperature preheated to?
350.
350 for how long?
Well, with the roast like that, I do it about an hour. I like it to come out medium to medium well.
The last potatoes are going into the bag. Now we're going to rinse our meat and get that seasoned and prepped for the bag. The freezer's for a little while now, probably a few months. How many pounds do you think that is?
1.5 pounds.
It's about 1.5 pounds, which is perfect for our family. Just give it a quick
pinch of everything because of the seasoning. That pretty going in. Just a little bit.
About a teaspoon. We don't usually overpower, so people can season how they want it. About a teaspoon of black pepper, about a teaspoon of garlic, and then he's going to put the McCormick's flavoring packet in once he preps it. David lets the water run for about a minute, and then he does about a 1/3 cup of water before he adds the packet. And then he adds it into the measuring cup, so it's not overly diluted, and it's very flavorful and delicious.
Oh, I don't think it cut enough.
These perforated bags that you cut are not so perforated half the time. We are struggling with this.
There we go.
Then he uses his knife to stir it.
I do.
He thinks he's Hercules. Now we're going to dump it right into the bag.
What I try to do is get most of the seasoned part on top. Like that. Beautiful.
And then there's this little tie that you put on, and I think he pokes four
holes.
Four holes in it, so it has room to breathe. Never lose that little black tie thing, because it's very important for the process. Just twirl it like he did, like you would a loaf of bread, and then almost like a zip tie it on. And he's going to poke the holes in it. He uses a thumbtack, not a fork. Then it's going to go into the oven for about an hour, we said?
Yep.
And I'll show you what it looks like on the platter.
It's 3 o'clock, so it'll be done at exactly 4 o'clock.
Nice.
You don't even need to put the timer on.
And I'll show you what it looks like on my plate. We're going to have it with steamed corn. The eye round is being taken out of the oven. He does that slowly so he doesn't get a facial with the steam.
Oh.
I can hear the bag. It reminds me of Jiffy popcorn on the stovetop, the way it's puffed up like that. Always be careful with run height items. That's not burning you touching that?
No.
You just touched it
Carefully.
without a bubble.
Ow.
At that time it did.
Yep.
Ah, you got it. You got the steamables in the microwave. That goes in for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to put everything onto our platter. Snip the bag to make it easier.
Okay.
And then we're going to put those scissors to be rinsed. Going to dump that out without burning himself. And that time he's going to grab his pot holder and get it over to the platter.
Sizzling is a good sound.
And he's going to get all the au jus for dipping. Putting everything on to the platter, all the potatoes and celery. Then he's going to pop open the microwave because it just let him know that the corn was done. I would have used a big spoon for that. Then all the au jus is going to go into a bowl. I need to get a gravy boat. I had one, but it broke. It smells so good. I cannot wait to eat. Now I wish we had some Italian bread to go with this. Here's what it looks like on the platter. And then I'll show you what it looks like on my plate with the corn and the potatoes, celery, and the beef with some of the gravy. Or au jus. Here's what my dinner looks like on the plate with the eye round and the celery and potatoes that cooked with it and the niblet corn and some of the gravy or au jus splashed over it. It looks amazing, and my husband did a great job. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and cooking with us today, making an eye-round dinner for our Saturday supper. It came out perfect. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, before you go, make sure you smash on that subscribe word. And don't forget to tap on that bell and give this video a big thumbs up for more cooking videos.